Under MiCA, your biggest risk isn't a bug in your smart contract. It's being classified as the wrong kind of business. In this module, we'll map how regulators see you, because in the EU crypto market, your regulatory identity largely determines your destiny. MiCA cares less about how clever your technology is and more about what it actually does in the economy. If your token or platform walks and talks like a regulated financial product, it will be treated like one. That classification is strategic. It drives which licenses you need, what obligations apply, and how far you can scale. Most tokens under MiCA fall into three big buckets. Utility tokens are digital keys that unlock products or services. Asset reference tokens are baskets, backed by mixes of currencies or other assets. E-money tokens are mirrors, tracking a single currency like the euro on a one-to-one basis. You can think of a utility token as a digital ticket. It gives the holder access to a product or service, like a gym membership or a concert pass, rather than a slice of the company. Its value mainly follows how attractive that service is. Because of that, MiCA uses relatively light, disclosure-focused rules for genuine utility tokens. By contrast, an asset reference token is like a portfolio wrapped in a single coin. Its value tracks a basket of assets, currencies, commodities, even other crypto, to stay relatively stable. That starts to look like private money, so MiCA treats arts as high risk and requires strong reserves, capital buffers, and strict custody controls. MiCA also draws a line between regular stablecoins and those that become systemically important. Cross certain thresholds in users, reserves, or transaction volume, and your token is labeled significant. At that point, supervision escalates to the European Banking Authority, and prudential expectations rise sharply. E-money tokens, or EMTs, are essentially digital mirrors of a single currency, like the euro, living on a blockchain. One token should always equal 1 unit of money. Under MiCA, only licensed banks or e-money institutions can issue them, with fully safeguarded funds and guaranteed one-to-one redemption. EuroFlow is a textbook MiCA e-money token. Each token tracks €1, and every euro is held in a safeguarded account at an electronic money institution. For users, it feels like spending euros at crypto speed. For leadership, the trade-off is clear: heavier licensing and compliance in exchange for maximum regulatory credibility and bankability. So keep the mental model simple. Arts are baskets. EMTs are mirrors. An RT tracks a diversified bundle of assets, so its value moves with that mix and is often positioned as a store of value or investment. An EMT tracks one official currency, like a digital euro coin, aiming to behave like money itself, with strict one-to-one redemption. Beyond those categories, MiCA has a catch-all bucket. Every crypto asset that isn't a utility token, an ART, or an EMT. Think classic volatile tokens. Issuers still owe investors a clear white paper and honest marketing, but there are no reserve, stability, or redemption promises backing these coins. MiCA doesn't replace traditional securities law. It fills the gaps around it. If your token behaves like a classic financial instrument, shares, bonds, or similar rights and profit claims, EU regulators treat it under MiFID, not MiCA. So the first filter for any project is simple: security or non-security. When it comes to NFTs and DeFi, MiCA applies one consistent test: substance over form. For NFTs, a truly unique, one-of-one collectible is generally out of scope. But once you issue large series or fractionalize them, regulators may view them like regular crypto assets. For DeFi, fully decentralized code is harder to regulate. The moment you introduce a front end, a team, or active governance, you're likely back within regulatory reach. Think of classification like a quick medical triage for tokens. First, is it genuinely unique? If yes, you're likely in NFT territory, mostly outside MiCA for now. If not, ask, would securities law treat it as a financial instrument? If so, MiCA steps back and MiFID takes over. If it's neither, check whether it aims to stabilize value. A single official currency points to EMT. A broader reference basket points to ART. Anything else falls into utility or the other crypto asset bucket under MiCA. Mislabel a token, And your biggest problem isn't extra paperwork. It's the risk of enforcement, investigations, and frozen bank accounts. The real question for any innovative design is, how certain are you that it sits in the right MiCA bucket? To navigate MiCA, focus first on what the token really does economically, not how the code looks. Then place it into one of three main categories: utility, ART, or EMT. Finally, stay alert at the edges, where MiFID, securities rules, and fractional or large-scale NFTs can pull your token into a different regime.